Zamfara state government has banned the sale of petroleum products to jerrycans or any other container. 8,725 Zamfara state IDPs to get relief materials donated by Saudi Arabia. Kano state government destroys over 1 billion naira fake products. On business, flour mills reaffirms commitment to government and shareholders. On international scene, Chad junta hunts rebel leader in Niger Republic. On sports, Kamaru Usman knocks out Judge Masvidal to cap incredible night in Svtv. Welcome to Svtv News. I am Samira Ibrahim. The Zamfara state government has banned the activities of petroleum product black marketers in the general area of Wanke, Magami, Dan Sadau, Dan Gulbi, Dan Kurmi, Bindin, Munhaye, Kiraza, Kunchin Kalgu and their surroundings with immediate effect until further notice. This is in furtherance to the efforts and steps being taken by the state government in tackling the recent upsurge in the activities of recalcitrant bandits in the state. The Ministry of Information statement directed that all filling stations within the affected areas to desist from selling the petroleum product to jerrycans or any other containers. The statement explained that only moving vehicles are allowed to take petroleum products from the filling stations henceforth. NUPENC and other associations on petroleum products are directed to advise their members to shun any acts capable of sabotaging the government's order. Security agencies are by this order and announcement directed to ensure full compliance, and anybody found violating the order will be dealt with accordingly. The Zamfara state government has debunked a misleading story carried out by some media organizations that it plans to end banditry in the state within 4 days. A government statement said the state governor was quoted out of context during a sympathy visit by the All Progressives Governors Forum, led by its forum chairman and governor of Kebbi State, Senator Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, over the resurgence of banditry attacks in the state, where lives of innocent citizens were lost. Governor Matawalli told the governors that in the next 4 days, he will hold a meeting with all stakeholders in the state in order to review his administration fight against armed bandits and assured that the outcome of the meeting will bring a new way to end banditry in the state. The statement said there was nowhere in his speech that he mentioned or promised to end banditry within 4 days, as mischievously reported by some conventional media for reasons known to them. Governor Bello Matawalli of Zamfara State has attributed the recent killings in the state to the inability of security operatives to respond to distress calls during attacks on communities. The rising cases of insecurity in Zamfara State in the last 1 week has raised security concerns. The latest attack on communities in the state, which claimed lives, occurred when Governor Matawalli was in Abuja attending a security meeting with the nation's service chiefs. For more details on this story, Fozia Ibrahim reports.
The governor is worried that the failure of security agencies to promptly respond to distress calls, especially in rural areas, which has contributed to the rise of casualties. He said lack of enough security personnel and modern equipment to confront the criminal is worsening the security situation. Governor Matawalli expressed his worry to the leadership of the Progressive Governors Forum, who were in the state to sympathize with the governor and people of the state over the recent killings.
I have stated yesterday regarding the breaking of fasting when I have some local government that attended the breaking of fasting in my house. But the government has done everything possible to make sure that we sustain the peace that we usually, but yet some individuals who think that they are untouchable, who think that no force can go against them. we are going to strategize and get more support and change our tactics in fighting this banditry with immediate effect.
The leader of the delegation, who is also the governor of Kebbi State, described the killing as an act of senseless people. He assured Governor Matawalli of the support of the Governors Forum to Zamfara State in its efforts to overcome banditry.
We sought to unload the activity by others and to ensure that our society continues to live in peace and thrive in peace, so that progress and development will continue to
Governor Bello Matawalli said the people attacking communities in the month of Ramadan are not Muslims. He commended President Muhammadu Buhari for the unwavering support he has given to the state. Fawzia Ibrahim reporting for SVTV.
8,725 internally displaced persons in Zamfara State will benefit from the relief items donated by King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The food items are aimed at assisting those critically affected by the activities of armed bandits and other criminal elements. The state governor, Dr. Bello Muhammad Matawalli, at the flag-off ceremony in Gusau, said the state has over 180,000 IDPs across the 14 local government areas of the state. The donation of the food items by the humanitarian agency from Saudi Arabia through NEMA is expected to cushion the hardship faced by the IDPs. The Director General of the National Emergency Management Agency, represented by Fatima Qasim, said the items will be distributed only to the affected persons and will not be politicized. According to her, Zamfara State is the third state to benefit from the gesture after Borno and Yobe, which were the worst hit states by the activities of armed bandits. On his part, the state governor, Bello Matawalli, who was represented by the Commissioner for Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management, Faik Ahmad, commended the donors and NEMA for the gesture. The Nigerian Association of Women Journalists has expressed concern over the high rate of malaria and its attendant casualties in Nigeria. The concern was raised in a statement to mark the 2021 World Malaria Day, signed by the association's national president, Lado Bala, and national secretary, Helen Odufo. Now Watch stressed the urgent need for the federal government to develop a strong political will towards eliminating malaria in the country. The 2019 World Malaria Report by the World Health Organization indicated that in 2018, Nigeria had the highest number of all cases globally at 25% and accounted for the highest number of deaths at 24% globally. Now Watch frowns at this alarming figure, as this year's theme, Zero Malaria, drew the line against malaria, is an indication that malaria is preventable and therefore every malaria death is unacceptable. As a country that bears the brunt of malaria burden, Nigeria should be leading the cause of stamped out malaria by 2030. The Kano State Consumer Protection Council during the weekend in Kano destroyed 402 tons of substandard, fake, adulterated, expired and unwholesome products seized in 3 months, worth over 1 billion naira. Speaking during the destruction of the items, Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje said the seizure of such a quantity of items was a clear indication that his administration is succeeding in the fight to safeguard the health of the people. According to him, his administration will not relent in its efforts towards ensuring that the state is free from such illicit products and drug abuse among the youths. The governor said the state government is working towards the establishment of a law that would ensure that those engaged in selling fake, substandard, adulterated, expired and unwholesome products are brought to book with serious punishments. An attack has been reported on the customs checkpoint close to Elele, Ikwere, Iga, River State by suspected IPOB members, which led to the death of 3 personnel of the Nigerian Customs Service, one of whom was said to have been beheaded. The assailants, who were said to have arrived in 2 buses dressed in black and red attire, also raced down the customs checkpoint and carted away an AK-47 rifle and 2 Hilux petrol vans belonging to the Customs Service. In a related development, there was another attack on a joint police-military checkpoint at Omagwa after the airport, where 2 security operatives were said to have been killed and their weapons also carted away by the attackers. A tactical team of the Nigerian Police, Nigerian Army and Department of State Service in a joint operation early at the weekend stormed the operational headquarters of the Eastern Security Network, the military wing of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra in Awomama, Oru, East Local Government Area of Imo State, killing 7 members of the group. The army said a Consul commander, who was said to be the commander of the IPOB military, was among the 7 killed during an exchange of gunfire between government forces and Eastern Security Network fighters. An army officer and 3 policemen also died in the operation. In a swift reaction to the attack, IPOB confirmed the killing of one of its commanders, but disputed the security agent's claim that Eastern Security Network operational headquarters was stormed. In a related development, the military authorities said troops killed 21 terrorists in Gaidam, Yobe State. On business, over to Fauzia Ibrahim.
Hello, welcome to Business Update. The management of Flour Mills of Nigerian PLC has affirmed its commitment to the federal government backward integration strategy for the Nigerian Sugar Master Plan and shareholders at large. The Deputy Chairman Operating Officer Agro-Allied Division Director Backward Integration Program, Mr. Sadiq Usman, stated this after hosting the management team of the NSDC led by its new Executive Secretary, Mr. Zaj Ndedije. Mr. Usman reported rumor making the round that its subsidiary Golden Penny Sugar is at war with some operators in the market segment on the issue of pricing. He stated that the only war the company was presently fighting is achieving its commitment to the federal government and shareholders. According to him, while the company had released some statement on the alleged war, it has become imperative to reiterate the company's position that its product pricing would only be determined by its raw material cost and not because of any bitter price war. And that's all on Business Updates. I'm Fauzia Ibrahim. Do have a nice day.
And on the international scene, Chad's new ruling junta on Sunday vowed to root out a rebel leader accused of war crimes, seeking help from neighboring Niger Republic to track him down along with his fighters. Junta spokesman Azem Ogona said the army has located the enemy spread out in small groups, now regrouping in Niger territory. He accused the Libya-based Front for Change and Concord in Chad of killing several dozen Chadian soldiers and said the rebels' leader Muhammad Mahdi Ali was sought for war crimes by Tripoli's Prosecutor General, adding that his assets had been frozen for financial terrorism. According to the army, several columns of heavily armed vehicles rolled in from Libya on April 11 election day in Chad, attacking a customs post at the border in the province of Tibesti, some 1,000 kilometers 600 miles from the capital in N'Djamena. On sports, over to Abu Sufyan Abubakar.
Hello, welcome to Standard Voice Television Sports Room. I am Abu Sufyan Abubakar, and as usual, I bring the sports updates. Kamaru Usman scored a stunning second-round knockout to finish Jorge Masvidal and retain the undisputed UFC welterweight title at UFC 261 in Florida. The bout, which took place in front of 15,000 fans in Jacksonville, was a rematch of their meeting at UFC 251, where Masvidal stepped in on 6 days' notice but lost out to Usman on the scorecards after 5 grueling rounds. 36-year-old American Masvidal said that he will fare better after a full training camp, while Nigerian Usman Kamaru, who is 33 years old, promised to deliver an even more decisive victory in the rematch to register his fourth successive title defense. The pair engaged in a thrilling back-and-forth battle throughout round one, with both men enjoying successes on the feet, while Usman scored a significant takedown midway through the round. The bout exploded in round two when Usman connected with a huge straight right hand that sent Masvidal crashing to the canvas for a knockout victory. And that's all we have on sports today. Back to the newsroom.
Thank you, Sofian. That has been the news from Standard Voice Television. To end the news, a quick look at the major headlines. The Zamfara State government has banned the sale of petroleum products to jerry cans or any other container. 8,725 Zamfara State IDPs to get relief materials donated by Saudi Arabia. Kano State government destroys over 1 billion naira fake products. On business, flour mills affirms commitment to government and shareholders. On international scene, Chad junta holds rebel leader in Niger Republic. On sports, Kamaru Usman knocks out Judge Masvidal to cap incredible night in Svtv. That's the news. On behalf of the production crew, Head of News and Current Affairs Department, I am Samira Ibrahim. Thanks for watching.